Here are the last two kanji on page 14. The first one over here is the character which means sound. And we're going to compare it to the character for word or speak to see where it's coming from. Here we have the two characters side by side. This one over here is the character for to say, and we label this when it's an element as word. On the left hand side, this is the character we're learning which means sound. Have a look at the one we've already learned. Do you remember we said it was blah, 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 blah. And down the bottom we have mouth, down on the left, over on the right, and close it off. On this one, we've still got the mouth on the bottom, so down on the left, across and down on the right, but we've got something in the middle here. So we draw that left to right and then we close it off. Now there's something in the mouth which is stopping the words from coming out properly. So it's just coming out as sound. It's no longer words, it's simply sound. And the blah, 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 blah at the top, that's been a little messed up, hasn't it? And also we've got an extra stroke. Instead of blah, 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 mouth, it's blah, 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 mouth with something in it. Let's have a look at the kakejun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sound. This is what it looked like in ancient times. You can see the mouth with the impediment in there, a mouth with something in it. In each case, that's not changed at all, has it? And this one's quite good with the blah blah, so the words kind of coming out of that mouth. Of course, there's something in the mouth though, so it's no longer words, it's just sound coming out. There's also an alternative way of remembering this. This top bit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually a kanji in its own right. That looks like this when you make it a single kanji, and it actually means to stand. And then this kanji underneath here is the same as the kanji for sun, isn't it? So if you don't want to remember the blah 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 mouth with something in its story, you can think of someone standing on the sun, because that would make a sound, wouldn't it? A bit like this. That's all it would be, but it would still be a sound. Now we're going to look at the second kanji on this page, and it's this one here, meaning fun. Now if we go up and we have a look at the character meaning sound, and then we add the character for fun, we get fun sounds. Ongaku, or in the Japanese case, not fun sounds, but sounds, fun. Ongaku, and that's the subject, music, or in fact, the thing, music, ongaku. Let's have a look at that gaku. Okay, here's what gaku started life as. It was actually a tree with acorns on top. You can see there's the branch across and then the trunk down and then the branches down here, and it had acorns on top. Now we're not probably 100% sure why a tree with acorns was fun, but it may have been that the acorns were used in some kind of musical instrument shaken around, and that was associated with fun times, and also that could have been shaken around and was associated with fun times. Now you can see it's changed significantly since its original picture, and in fact what we have these days is a couple of identifiable things. On the top we've got this character here down there, stroke 1, down on the left, across on the right, complete the middle stroke left to right, and then finish it off. And that is actually the character which means white, and that was derived, and I'll draw it over here, from a white rice seed, because a rice seed looks a little bit like that. It comes down like that, and then it's got a bit across in the middle. That's the shoot that goes up there, and it does have that little sort of thing that you can identify in the middle there. So that was white. So we've got over here white, then we've got 2 strokes here, down and up, 2 strokes here, up and down, and here's the tree underneath which was there originally. So across, down, left and right. So you've got a tree with white and fun stuff going everywhere. And these days, perhaps instead of thinking of it as acorns on the tree, we can think of it as white flowers. And this is simply fun, 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 fun. So we've got white flowers, fun, 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 fun on top of the tree. And that means to enjoy oneself, to have fun.